answer. You good? All right, next question, please.
Just talk about this year, Landen, kind of the adversity through the regular part of the season, and then this back end where you guys were able to turn it around.
We really couldn't figure it out. I mean, some games we were hot, some games we weren't. And then I think at the end of the year, I know from our part that we picked it up, and also the hitters picked it up as well. So, I think at the back half we played some of our best baseball. And coming into this weekend, we could have played a little bit better, but, stuff happens, and we'll have to come back next year and get after it.
How tough was the turnaround, just from last night to today?
We didn't get back too late, so, it wasn't horrible on, sleep, but, losing that at the end right there, we thought we had it going into the ninth. So, coming back from losing that game thinking we had it, it's kind of tough.
For both of you guys, I'm curious if you could try to put into words what this guy's meant, to the program and to you guys individually, and what makes him as well respected in this business as he is.
Well, we see Coach Scalf as a role model. He teaches us what's right and what's wrong on and off the field.
Yeah, when I think it's Coach Scalf, I think it's someone like a second father. He's everything you could ask for in a coach and more, and just a person off the field. So I think, he's one of the best guys I know, and he knows what he's talking about.
Greg, you about to take a new step as far as your career. How much has this UNCW program impacted you and helped you grow to prepare you for that next level?
At any level you're at, you create a bond with
Any more questions? Thank you, guys. All right, and then next, we will start with an opening statement from head coach Mark Scalf, and then we will take questions from there for coach.
Tony's team did a good job putting pressure on us. We didn't do a good enough job keeping the base runners off base. One of the things that you look at when you're playing a team that has 4 or 5 guys in the lineup that can steal a bag, one of the ways you control that is keep them off base. And we didn't do a real good job early. Charleston got on a bunt single and stole a bag, got the third on a throw in there, and then scored. And then a little bit later, snakes it back, a little dribbler out front, Landen mishandled, got in a hurry, and he steals a bag and scores on a 2-out catch single. And so we didn't do a real good job handling that part of it, and unfortunately that got us behind early. Got it back to 3-1, and we felt like we were in decent shape, but then they rolled 2 more on the board the next half and then opened it up late. But I got to give Tony and his club credit. They came right back here today in short rest and played aggressively and handled the ball cleanly defensively, and we were unable to do that. So that's the reason we're finishing up today and they're continuing to play.
Now we'll take it to questions. Please state your name and affiliation for your question.
John Smith, WECT. Coach, what did you tell the guys after the game?
Told them I love them. Thanked them. This group, sorry. This group's come a long ways since early in the year. And just thank those guys for their effort, their work, for the way they continue to compete as the year went on. Even though we were in a difficult situation coming down the stretch where we had to win games. And those guys kept playing. Competed on the mound, did it at the plate. Defensively, we got better. And I just told them, thank you for what they are and who they are. Told the seniors they were certainly prepared to go out and take on the next challenge. Returning guys, just try to remind them that think about the good days, the things they've done well, and the things that they've got to continue to get better at. Because it's a group of kids that want to get better. And they proved it during the course of the year this year. It's a lot of young players. And they're going to have a solid staff to spend time with them next year. And fortunately for me, I'm not that far away. I get a chance to sit in the stands and watch. And when they're playing well, I'll stay there for 9 innings. When we're stinking it up, I get to go home early.
Joey Chandler, Star News. After the game, you guys had fans that stayed for the whole thing. They're chanting Coach Scalf. You give them a little wave. You're able to embrace Liberty coach, who obviously you have a good relationship with. What was that moment like for you, just with that support in that moment?
They've been there my whole career. A lot of folks have supported our program. The young men in the program, they've supported us in a lot of ways, in their presence, their financial contributions. The 3 biggest fans out there are my wife and daughters. The 2 girls have been there. They've been at the ballpark every day since they could walk, since before they could walk. But Coach Jackson, I love him to death. Spent years with us. Did the same with Coach Fox here. He's doing a tremendous job at Liberty, and I'll certainly continue to follow Scotty and his family as well. I hadn't had a chance to see Sarah and the boys yet, but certainly going to do that before I get out of town.
Coach, probably hard to put this into words, but how gratifying was it for you to get this one last chance in the postseason and then see the way these guys rallied, to get you here one last time?
Very much so. And in all honesty, and I told people going in, and I told people after it was over, it was more for them. I've had my chance, been there. We got some young kids that hadn't had an opportunity to be here on this stage, and I just hope they played well enough last week to give themselves an opportunity to compete for a championship, and they did that. And coming in here, I was good either way. I was just hoping that we would compete well, which I thought we did last night. And I thought we did the majority of the time today. We made some mistakes today. And, it's college baseball. But to have a chance to come back more for them than especially our young kids and our seniors, to have one more opportunity to be here. It's been fun. couldn't have asked for a better opportunity for a career. And, you know, there's always some rough patches along the way in any career. We've had ours, but it's been a pretty good run for the last 15, 16 years. And now it's time for Coach Hood and the rest of the staff to take it and run with it. I'm looking forward to spending some time with my family and getting a chance to watch some other people play, maybe have an opportunity to go see some of our pro guys in spring training or during the course of the year, and get a chance to come visit some other coaching buddies of mine and watch their clubs play. Get a chance to go down to Georgia Tech and watch Jay Howell and that group play, and because Jason was on our staff, and go see Scotty's club, and you know, don't really have any plans, but looking forward to being able to catch my breath every once in a while.
Coach, 28 years is a long time. When you took the program over, you feel now you're leaving in a better spot?
I certainly hope so. I think so. You know, facilities are much improved. I think what we do and how we handle our players and the respect we have of the people around the country and other college programs, I think it's certainly a better position now than it was in 1991.
Noah Powers, the Seahawk. Obviously, Landon and Greg had some very kind words to say about you. Can you just put into words?
I paid them a lot for that.
Can you just put into words what it's like to know over the past 30 plus years you've had that kind of impact on guys like that?
I don't know that I can put it into words. I do know this, that there's, in this game, there's a delayed gratification. I think we all have players that, while they're with us, you got a pretty good idea that they appreciate you, they love you. And we've got others that, you know, you're not real sure if it's hitting home and what you're trying to teach them and trying to provide for them, to prepare them for life. But you find out 15, 20, 25 years down the road, I've heard from, I can't tell you how many, well over 150 players in the last month. There was probably 100 former players here. And I'll cherish those relationships for the rest of my life. And I hope they do.
Any more questions? Thank you, Coach. Very much.